Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're doing a half case, 10 boxes of 2020 Panini Elite Extra Edition Baseball. So thanks for joining in on eBay break tonight. Gonna go ahead and get this open, and then we'll do a random to see which 10 we are doing. If you are in the room live, feel free to say hello. All right. So we have two sides. We got left, we got right. So we'll go ahead and do a random to determine which side we're going to do tonight. I got a Marlins owner in the chat. See what I can do, Chris. I know I pulled a lot of him out of Bowman draft, so maybe I still got the touch. All right, there we go. Okay, first things first, we're going to roll 2 dice to see how many times we're going to do this random. Hey, Chris. Got a Angels owner in the house, apparently. All right, so we're going to roll these dice. Massive number of 3. Lots of randoms. All right, 1 and 2 makes 3. All right, so we got left, we got right. Going to go 3 times after the third. The top one is the stack will do. God, demanding group tonight. Wow. Let's see what I can do, guys. All right. And we went 3 times. Looks like we're going left. Make sure 1 and 2, that's 3. And we're going 3 times. We're going left side. All right, left side. So pull these. These will be for tomorrow, the ones on the right. All right, here we go. Okay, box numero uno. So there we go. We'll go pack by pack because there's really not that many cards and there's tons of hits. So let's get rolling. Box 1, good luck. Got an Evan Carter base, Texas. Nick York die cut to 48 for Boston. We've got a patch, nice baby blue of Dylan Carlson for the Cardinals. Not numbered. Numbered to 10 auto, Brian Buleves for Oakland. Nice looking card there. 10 of 10. And numbered to 499, we got Eric Orze, New York. Assume Yankees, but all those I will double check if Los Angeles or New York. Logan Hoffman base for Pittsburgh. Got AJ Block. Contenders Optic. I will look up that team when sorting. Got an on-card auto, Jake Vogel. That is Los Angeles. And that's an auto. I will look that up now. That is Dodgers. And international, Victor Quezada on-card auto. And Fabian Lopez to 149. That's another international card. Owen Casey base for the Padres. Packy Naughton base die cut for Cincinnati. Ooh. Nice Keston Kjerstad. It's a $1.99. I didn't have a Team USA spot, so that will go to the Orioles. Clay Aguilar, New York. There's an auto. That is Yankees. And Mac Wainwright to 205 for Cincinnati. Block is Royals. All right, thank you. If it's like an auto or real low numbered card, I will look it up live. If not, I'll just let it be. Eddie Perez, that's international. Michael Toglia, I know that is Rockies, I'm pretty sure. San Diego, Levi Thomas, that's to 185 auto. International, Oscar Colas. Got a chrome auto. And Rainer Vargas, $4.99. That's international as well. Mick Abel base, Philadelphia. Fabian Lopez, that's to 31. It's international. It's a die cut. Got a Packy Naughton auto. That's Cincinnati. Here's one of the guys you want for international. Auto to 185. Yoelan Cespedes. Patch auto. International. And Hudson Haskin to 62. Baltimore. All right, one down. This probably goes slower per card than any brand with like, it's only 250 cards in a half case, but pretty much every one of them needs some sort of explanation, which is fine. Makes it interesting. David Calabrese, I believe that's Angels, that's base. Eddie Perez, that is Dominican, base die cut. Max Meyer to 49 patch, Marlins. Got Hobie Harris, Toronto, Hidden Gems. It's an auto. And to $4.99 international, Elvis Rojas. Base Keithran Moss for Texas. Carson Tucker, that is a base chrome for Cleveland. A non-card auto, P.D. Halpin, that is Cleveland. Another on-card auto, Fran Alduy, that is Dominican International. And to 64, we've got Cade Cavalli for the Nats. Jake Vogel, that is, I believe, Dodgers. That's a base. Numbered to 24, die cut Bryce Jarvis. That is Arizona. I think he's their first rounder, so that's good. Toronto patch, Austin Martin. Very nice. Not numbered, but Austin Martin hit. Not a bad thing. Los Angeles, Jeremy Arocho. Look that one up real quick. Looks like Angels. Yep, that is Angels. These checklists go pretty deep, so even if I have Bowman Draft memorized, there's a bunch more that I don't know. All right, $4.99, Jake Eater, Miami. Juan Sanchez, International. Nick Frosso, Chrome for Toronto. We've got Nick Garcia for Pittsburgh. That's to 215 on card. Bryce Jarvis, that is Arizona. See, Contenders Optic or Chrome Contenders Draft, I guess. And then to 249, we got Carter Baumler for the Orioles. Yidi Cape for Miami. Owen Casey die cut to $9.99. That's San Diego. Bryce Bonnin on card to $190. That is Reds. And we've got a patch auto to $149. Daniel Rojas. That is Dominican. Tanner Burns to $215. That's Cleveland. Gavin Stone, Los Angeles. That's base. Slade Ciccone. I will look that up, but that feels like a Diamondback to me, but I could be wrong. But I will look that up on the sort. Logan Allen on card auto for Cleveland. Not numbered. Gabriel Terrero, Dominican, on card. And to 200, Tyler Soderstrom for Oakland. P.D. Halpin, Cleveland base. Pete Crow Armstrong to 80, die cut for the Mets. Got a patch, Dalton Varsho for Arizona. William Holmes, Los Angeles. With all the red, I'm going to guess Angels, but I will double check. Where are we at? Yeah, Angels. All right. Kale Emshoff, Kansas City to $4.99. Felix Cotes as base. Nick Garcia, Pittsburgh. That's a chrome. Kyle Nicholas, Miami. That is on card. Ah, that verifies what I thought earlier. Slade Ciccone, on card auto to 219, Arizona. It's that chrome card I just pulled. That is Arizona. And Dylan McLean to 249, Texas. Caden Polkovich, Seattle. Maximo Acosta, base for Texas. Ooh, cool one here. Let's see what we got. It's just a patch, but that's Wander Franco, Tampa Bay. Probably just player worn. Yeah, player worn. Ripken Reyes for San Diego. Nick Frasso, Toronto to 499. Isaiah Green, New York. Anthony Walters, New York. That's base die cut. And we've got Los Angeles, Clayton Beater. I'm pretty darn sure that's Dodgers, but obviously I'll double check on the sort. And patch auto Boston, Jaron Duran to 149. Some of these can have really awesome patches. I'm hoping we hit one soon. Bryce Jarvis to 120. That is Arizona. Justin Foscue, Texas. Mac Wainwright, Cincinnati. That's a chrome. Cole Henry on card, Washington to 24. We got Jose De Jesus to 160 auto for Dominican. And Stevie Emanuel's Oakland to 249. Yerlin Luis, that is international. Base die cut Joe Boyle, Cincinnati. Team USA, Austin Wells to 199. I believe that's Yankees. So let me check. Some of these might not be actually signed, so I know there was an Austin for the Yankees. Yeah, that's Yankees. It just said 17 under. I'm like, that seems young, but that's what it is. William Holmes, Los Angeles. I think we already determined Angels there, but I'll double check. Yoelke Cespedes to 499 international. That's one of the ones you want for sure. I think he's Jonas' little brother. I don't know about Yolan, if that's also a brother or not. Malcolm Nunez, St. Louis, base. Cade Cavalli, that is Washington. It's chrome. San Francisco, on card, Casey Schmidt. And got a Justin Lang. And it looks like from being in the pack against the ink from Casey might have rubbed off a little bit, or it might have been in a stack of cards, but not a huge deal, just something I noticed. Luke Little, Chicago to 120. Nick Frasso, Toronto. Sam Weatherly, Colorado. Well, this is interesting. Chipper Jones patch, Atlanta. Interesting. Drafted all the way back in 1990. God, I feel old. Mitchell Parker, die cut auto to 10. That is Washington. Ed Howard to 185. I know that's Cubs. Yoelke Cespedes, base. Lenny Carrella to 120. That is Dominican. Oakland on card to 64. Jeff Criswell. Boston patch auto to 299. That is Jaron Duran. And 499 Dominican, Camilo Diaz. Jimmy Glowinski for San Francisco. Bryce Jarvis, that'll go D-backs. That's a chrome. Number to 10, Ben Hernandez, Kansas City. Nice looking chrome, gold chrome auto there. St. Louis, number to 24, on card, Mason Wynn. Die cut as well. And Gavin Stone, Los Angeles. That is to 249. Adam Seminaris, Los Angeles to 999. Vidal Brujan to 24. That's a nice chrome, gold chrome for Tampa Bay. Please have some ink. Damn. Well, it's a nice Spencer Torkelson to 199 patch for Detroit. Burl Caraway, I believe that's Cubs. Auto. And Mick Abel, Philadelphia to 190. Nick Lofton, Kansas City base. Got Daniel Cabrera. I'll look that up in the sort. It's a chrome college card. CJ Van Eyck. I think that's Toronto. That's another college chrome, but with an auto. I believe that's Toronto. Again, I will. Anything I have any question about, I double, triple check during the sort. So don't worry. In like any of the Chicago or Los Angeles or New York cards, I'm not absolutely sure if I just put them to the side and then look them all up when I do the sort. So everyone kind of knows the process. All right, we got Drew Romo, on card auto, Colorado. Zion Bannister, Texas Rangers to 499. Yeah, I got that Kjerstad patch. I think I've pulled one Kjerstad auto, and that was out of Prism Draft, I believe. Didn't get any out of Bowman Draft. That was a bummer. Cade Mickles for Chicago. Oh, that's a nice looking card. Wander Franco Pulse. That looks rare, so I'm going to put it in the fancy pile. That's a nice looking card. If anyone knows more about the Pulse cards, you can feel free to shout it out in the chat and make me feel dumb. It's not very hard. Jared Kelly, Chicago. Let's look that one up. That's White Sox. This one's kind of thick. Nice patch auto to 25. Brady Singer, Royals. There we go. Well, I've seen some really insane, I've seen some minor league patches that are just awesome out of this, but it's pretty rare because the checklist is ginormous. But when you get 100 hits in a half case, that's usually pretty hard to hit something super duper awesome, but that's a nice looking one. And Trevor Halver to 60. That is Yankees, pretty sure. Case hits. All right, thank you, John. That kind of figured. So that's a pretty good one. Good player. Ed Howard, Cubs. We got Bailey Horn for Chicago. I think that's White Sox. Again, I'll double check. Seattle, this guy's kind of been around a little bit. Taylor Trammell. Remember, he was with the Reds organization at one point. And we've got Jordan Michael, Chicago. Let's look up that guy. Chicago White Sox. All right. And we got Brandon Fat for Arizona. Probably pulled 400,000 autos of him out of Bowman Draft. Definitely owned my breaks. I think I pulled 2 or 3 autos in one half case of Mr. Fat. All right. So second half of this case going tomorrow. It's up on eBay right now, or at least it should be. So if you have a team that, or you notice some teams don't perform super well and you think they might be good in the second half, and go after it. You got more information than most. Max Meyer base, that's Miami. Dane Acker, Oakland, that's the 49 die cut. Got some crazy die cuts this year. Nice patch here with a little tiny red pinstripe. That's Alec Boehm, Phillies. He's a stud. Aaron Bracho, Cleveland to 175 auto. Henry Ramos to 499. That is Dominican. Levi Thomas, San Diego. Robert Campos, that's Chrome, Detroit. RJ Dabovich, that is San Francisco. Kyderson Pavon, that is Dominican, that is on card. Tyler Gentry to 210, that is Kansas City. Nick Sweeney for San Francisco base. And then it's a $9.99. That is a die cut. Shea Whitcomb for Houston. Ooh. Will this have ink? No. Stacking up them Team USA patches. Heston Kjerstad, that is Baltimore. Got Boston, Edward Bazardo. Carter Baumler to 499, Baltimore. Or as they say in the wire, Baltimore. Baltimore. It's like people from Louisville pronounce it Louisville. It's Baltimore. Baltimore. Matthew Dyer, New York. If anyone hasn't watched The Wire, well, you gotta. It's the best show ever. All right, Markavian Hentz, St. Louis, also called Tink Hentz in Bowman Draft. That's Cardinals. Jake Eater, Miami, 236, die cut auto. Uh-oh, we got him. Heston Kjerstad auto, 220, Baltimore. Cody Thomas, Los Angeles. I'm guessing Dodgers, but I will double check just because they use the blue letters. Holden Powell, Washington. Yofri Solano to 120. That's Dominican. Cool looking pattern on that card. Michael Goldberg, Oakland. Got a patch auto, Dominican, Yofri Solano. That's to 149. Camilo Diaz to 155, Dominican. And speaking of The Wire, when Breaking Bad was at its apex, there's a big argument over, oh, what's better, Breaking Bad or The Wire? Like, well, just It's not comparable, really, because Breaking Bad's a Hollywood show, and it was going to have a Hollywood ending, and it did. A good Hollywood ending, but still a Hollywood ending, where The Wire is just kind of about real life, so it ended kind of shitty like real life does a lot of times, so. Oh, good to hear I'm doing my Balmer well. Thank you, Matthew. I think the one that did it the best in the show was the bald cop. I forget his character's name, but he would do it really. He's also in Ray Donovan, that actor. Pretty good actor. And speaking of HBO shows, I think one HBO show that does not get the credit it deserves, especially in hindsight, is Oz. You guys can tell me if you watched Oz back in the day. It's the prison show. So a lot of people didn't like it because it took on some pretty, prison rape, that sort of thing. But extremely well written and a lot of great actors. So if you got the HBO Go or on demand and you want to find a new show to go back and watch, Oz is pretty damn good, I have to say. Got Markevian Hens for the St. Louis. Evan Carter, Texas. That's a die-cut base. Team USA, Max Meyer. That'll go to the Marlins. Grant McCray, for San Francisco. And Milan Tolentino to 499 Cleveland. No, it didn't. Although I imagine some people showed up in Balmer to go to Amsterdam. That was one of the funniest things. Michael Goldberg, that is Oakland. Kierstad Chrome base, that's Balmer. That's just fun now. All right. Anthony Walters, New York, on card auto. All right. Of course, there's a billion Anthony Walters. Let's see here. That is Mets. Yeltsin Coca, that's numbered to 4, Dominican. So if he turns out pretty good, there you go. I know a few of the international names, like Cespedes is at the top. Jared Kelly, Chicago to 215. Aleric Soler, Minnesota. That is a base to 999. Uvaldo Rodriguez, Houston. That's 239. Austin Martin, Team USA patch. That'll go to Toronto. Listed as utility. Well, Jose Oquendo, maybe. All right. Jacob Wallace. That's Colorado. And Bailey Horn, Chicago. Again, it could be White Sox. I will double check though. That one I'm kind of half and half. I'm just gonna say I don't know. Burl Carraway, I know that's Cubs. Tyler Soderstrom, Oakland. That's a Chrome. Casey Martin, Philly. Good one there. 1/175. Austin Hendrick on card to 195. That's Cincinnati. And Emerson Hancock for the Mariners to 120. He's their top draft pick. Jared Jones, Pittsburgh. Got Christian Robinson to 999. Die cut D-backs. Arizona, Liam Norris to 215 on card. All right, let's see what this is. We got a DPL patch, Jimmy Troncoso to 99 patch auto. Jose De Jesus to 160. Or as a good old American would say, Josie De Jesus. That's probably how Harry Carey would have announced it. When it's 3 sheets to the wind in the 4th inning. Yeah, the other cool bit of trivia about The Wire is one of the guys that created the show, Ed Burns, was a wiretap expert for the FBI, and he put away a lot of big-time drug dealers. One guy he put away for 25 years, and that guy he put away actually was on the show as an actor. He played the character called the Deacon. But he was a real-life drug dealer, was in prison for 25 years, and Ed Burns is the one that put him away. So, yeah, probably kind of awkward. Hudson Haskins, Baltimore. I'll say it like I'm not from there anymore. Tyler Dollard, Seattle. That's to $9.99 die cut. Got a patch for Bobby Witt for the Royals. And Bradley Beasley, Chicago. Interesting spelling on Bradley. Kind of goes with his last name, I guess. That's Cubs, Mr. Beasley. I don't know if The Wire's on Netflix, Chris. I know for sure it would be on HBO Go, and if you have HBO, it would be on demand probably. But those HBO shows tend not to make it over to Netflix or Prime. They kind of keep tight grip on those types of shows. To 120, Zach Daniels, Houston. But honestly, it's worth ponying up maybe for a month or two of HBO Go if you got time to binge it, because it's so damn good. Or you can probably get the Blu-ray set for cheap too if you want to be old school and actually have physical media. I came from the VHS Betamax generation, so I ain't scared of no discs. Yofri Solano, base for Dominican. Austin Martin, Chrome, that'll go to Toronto. Juan Then, Seattle. I like that name. Yeah, Witt Auto would be awesome out of this. Probably pretty rare, though. Willie Fanas, that is Dominican. And another great HBO show that I don't think gets the love it deserves. I'm just going off about TV tonight. Yoike Cespedes to 205. That is international, but I'll put that in the fancy box. That's a good one. Deadwood is friggin' classic. That's probably my favorite show ever. The writing was phenomenal. It was done by Milch, who did NYPD Blue. David Milch, I believe his name is. And then also, if you want to stick along with the Timothy Oliphant shows, Justified, which was on FX, was also a fantastic show. Tyler Soderstrom, Oakland, base. 227, got a die cut of L.J. Jones the Fourth. I'll go to St. Louis. Detroit, Casey Mize patch. Gilberto Celestino, Minnesota. I don't know why I said that like an Italian, but it just seemed right. And Zach Britton, that's Toronto to $4.99. Another Zach Britton, that's a base. The bases are to $9.99 in case you see the number and go, it's not base. Like, yeah, it kind of is. Casey Schmidt, San Francisco, that is Chrome. Tyler Brown, Houston, that's to 48. Die cut auto. Oh, what do we got here? Torque. Detroit. Very nice. Congrats on that one. Torque auto. That's always good. Pulled a couple of his out of Bowman Draft. The best was, I think, a Blue Wave. So that's pretty good right there. Ben Hernandez to 62. That's KC. So we got a Torque and a Kiersted. I'm just still hunting that Austin Martin. I think I pulled one of his out of Prism Draft. But got to get one out of here too. Nick York, Boston. Gage Workman, that's Detroit. Die cut base. Oh, we got a plate. And it's signed. Cool. Addison Coffee. I better look that one up. I want to say that's... I'm gonna guess wrong. I just know it, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth. But that is cool. White Sox. First I said Cubs, and I thought White Sox, but I just decided at that point to shut up. All right, that's White Sox. Congrats. 1 of 1 plate signed. On a sticker, that's kind of a bummer, but still, that's cool. That is very cool. Pretty hard to get like a 1 of 1 out of this, even if it's a plate. Big checklist. Jordany Henriquez to 125. That's a patch auto, Dominican. And we got German Ramirez to 249. That is Dominican. Okay, pretty good half case, I think. I mean, you get 100 hits, you're going to get a lot that are not worth a whole lot, but it's been a good smattering of at least cool names and nice case hit Wander. Owen Casey, San Diego. Daniel Cabrera, that's a Chrome college card. I'll look that up when I sort. Ian Seymour on card, Tampa Bay. In his Virginia Tech uniform, he looks like he's about 63 years old. Probably got Vaseline on the bill of his cap. Like Harris from Major League. You saying Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Great movie. All right, Jordany Henriquez to 155 auto for Dominican. Jose De Jesus. See, talk about Jesus, he pops. To 149, that's Dominican as well. Eddie Perez, Dominican. Austin Wells, that'll go Yankees. That's a die cut base. And right behind him, we got a Team USA patch. Austin Wells to 199. Yankees again. Kyle Hart, Boston. Probably won't do a hit recap tonight because I don't have a spare 6 hours, but there's some good stuff. Austin Hendricks, Cincinnati. I think highlighting is we got a Kiersted auto. We got a... I should put that there. We got a Torque auto. We got a Wander Franco case hit. We still got another box after this too. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. Mick Abel, Philadelphia. Evan Carter, Texas. That's Chrome. And right behind it, we got an Evan Carter on-card auto, Texas. New York, Austin Wells to 62. Very nice Yankees. And Luke Little to 499, Chicago. This is the only break where I can go through an entire 100 sleeve pack in a half case. It's just craziness. All right. Not to mention, breaks like this keep the top loader business going strong. Tanner Murray, base for Tampa. Zach Veen, haven't seen any of him so far. That's Colorado. This is going back about 3 billion years. Hey, Alex Rodriguez, Seattle, A-Rod, drafted in 93. And that is game worn. You could tell you got a little red. I don't know if it's just a fuzzy or what, but wouldn't be blood because it wouldn't be red in, whatever that is, 27 years ago. But that is pretty cool. Seattle. William Holmes. I think we said that was Angels, but I'll double check that, obviously. Asa Lacy to 120. Kansas City. There we go. Be nice to get an auto of him. Mitchell Parker base Nats. Eddie Perez Dominican, that's to 120. Logan Allen Indians to 180. Or whatever they're going to be called. Chris Bubik to 299, patch auto. So kind of getting a lot of the Royals ink except for Lacy. Probably the one you want. Witt, obviously, but Lacy's kind of his first card, so. Burl Carraway to 249, that's Cubs. All right, box 10, last box coming up. Good luck, everybody. Pretty good spread of good hits tonight. I'm happy about that. That's always good. Bryce Jarvis D-backs. Dylan Dingler. I want to say that's Detroit. I'll look that up, though. That's a base chrome. Alex Santos, Houston. That's an on-card. Juan Sanchez, Dominican, 251, auto. Well, you're getting a pile of it tonight, John, so be happy with that. Yofri Solano to 499, Dominican. Carter Baumler, Baltimore. Bobby Miller, LA. That's a base die cut. Team USA, Drew Romo. He goes to the Rockies, I believe. Justin Lavey, Seattle. Auto. Cade Meckles, Chicago. That is to 120. Well, thanks, John. Glad you like. I can't control the cards in there, so I can't always say it's going to be awesome, but I ship quick, ship safe, and when I put stuff on the website, prices are usually pretty good, I think. So there you go. There's my sales pitch. Austin Hendricks, Cincinnati. Jake Eder, Miami. That is a base chrome. Isaiah Green, New York. Again, I want to guess at it. I want to say New York Yankees, but let me take a look. Let's see if I was right. Mets. Of course I was wrong. That's why I don't guess. Isaiah Green, Mets. Cade Cavalli on card 236. That is Nats. Bryce Jarvis, Arizona to 195. Brian Martinez, Dominican. Robert Hassel, that's San Diego. Ooh, what the hell do we have here? We got a Martian. That patch looks like it's from like 1940. Player worn, but that's a cool looking patch. So there you go. Didn't know if he was going to be in this. I don't know if he has any ink, but there's a patch for the Martian. Yankees. If I had to look that one up, you guys could just shut me down. If I didn't know what team Dominguez went to. Kramer Robertson, that is St. Louis, auto. And Tampa to 499, Vidal Brujan. Final pack. 2 more hits. Spencer Strider, Atlanta base. Jack Blomgren for Colorado to 49. Miami, Kyle Nicholas, that's an on-card auto. Miami patch, auto, nice orange patch there. Nick Neidert to 149. Miami quite a bit of stuff tonight. No Max Meyer Inc., I don't think, but quite a few other autos. And Packy Naughton, one of my favorite names, to 249 Cincinnati. All right, that will do it. So again, no recap. Way too many to go through, but highlights include Torkelson auto, Kierstad auto, got that Dominguez patch, got the A-Rod and Chipper Jones patches, which were kind of cool. And the A-Rod was a game worn, which is awesome. Yeah, I think that's the... I'm sure there were some other ones I'm missing. No Austin Martin ink, unfortunately, but there was an Austin Martin hit. Yeah, Wander Franco case hit with the Pulse card. So yeah, so that will do it for this evening. Got the second half of this case going tomorrow evening. I may put another case up in a couple half cases for next week. But so tomorrow doing this, and then Thursday, Friday, I'm doing an inner case 8-box break of Playbook football each night. That's currently on the website, JaySwanCards.com. So if you do any football collecting, check out the website. Price on that stuff is kind of crazy, but I dipped probably 20% below retail on it because it's just football's just priced too high. That's just my honest opinion. So that's out there. There has been a good number of teams snatched up, and I'm sure there's quite a few left. So if you want to check that out, even if there's not anything you want to buy right now, just get on the email list. So when I load up new stuff, you'll get notified. We're kind of in a weird spot with baseball because we're moving into the 2021 product cycle. So there might be a little gap, but I've got a lot of 2020 stuff left over that I'm going to start making my way through. I've still got like Contenders Baseball. I know that didn't do great, but it is like 5 or 6 autos per box, so it's probably worth breaking. And there is some nice stuff in there. And then I'll probably be doing quite a few mixers. I've got a good amount of like NT Baseball and some triple threads left around that do great for mixers. So I'll be rolling those out. Those usually go to the website first. So if you want to get first crack at a lot of those, be on the website. And then usually what I'll do is, or always what I'll do is, schedule the break. Then the night before the scheduled break, any unsold teams go to eBay on one-day auctions just to make sure we're staying on schedule. So my website isn't big enough to snap fill breaks quite yet, but trying to work at that. But in the meantime, I'll use eBay to fill in the gaps. I've done a full case of this before, Chris, and it almost killed me. Just the amount of top loading you have to do even for a half case is insane. I think a 5-box break is probably the best as far as workload, but the problem is then it just gets so cheap, your shipping costs and everything eat up all your profit. Even if you do charge, sometimes I have to pay a little bit more, and it's just not worth it to do 5. I think 10's kind of a good place to be, at least for me. Sometimes I make decisions based on life, what's going to make my life better or worse, and with this, definitely half case is kind of the good place to be. I think I did a full case a couple years ago, and it was rough. It's a tiring thing to break because there's so many hits, but beyond that, it's a lot of work. But yeah, so, and eventually something like this will go on the website, but these types of products usually don't do great on the website. Hopefully by next year they will. So yeah, so that's it for tonight. So back tomorrow with the second half of this case. All teams are on eBay for tomorrow night, so if you want a little more of this stuff, head on over to eBay and check out my auctions there. And then, like I said, Thursday, Friday, doing Playbook football. And then resetting next week with, I don't know what. I'll figure it out. And so just keep an eye on the website. Like I said, if you're on the email list, you will get a mass email when I do load new stuff. I also have a Facebook group, and I also will put a notice on there when I load new breaks on the site. So you kind of get 2 different spots where you'll find out. Or you can just keep an eye on eBay if you just want to stay there. That is fine too. So I'll get running tonight, so I'll get these hopefully shipped out tomorrow. That's my goal. Again, thanks everyone for joining up for the eBay break. Thanks for getting your payments in really early. I very much appreciate that. And I'll be back tomorrow with another half case of this lovely stuff, the second half of this case. So have a good rest of your evening. Stay healthy and safe out there, and maybe see some